Ladies, it's your job to make men feel like men. And men, it's our job to make a woman feel like a woman. No, I don't believe that at all, honestly. And let's get right into why. So, in this video, I'm going to touch on a few subjects: how real men view women in degrees, men being the main provider, and also competition in relationships. So, first off, how, if you already yourself can't get up in the morning, and if anything, look in the mirror and see what God made you to be, how can anybody else do that for you? How, if you're focused as a man on a lady making you feel like a man, on your woman making you feel like a man, well, what does that say about how you view yourself? What does that say about just how bad that will become? When you are looking at someone else to make you feel like something that you already are, all you will be doing is hurting yourself, seeking validation from somebody else to make you feel like something that you should already feel like yourself. In my opinion, no man can make a woman feel like a woman, and no woman can make a man feel like a man. This is something that we already, as all of us, have to have in ourselves, period. Looking to find that elsewhere without being able to find it in yourself is only going to set you up for many different negative issues in your life or in your relationships. Okay? Now, it doesn't have to be even just dealing with the person, being with somebody that needs you to make them feel like something that they already are. Well, you're already fighting a losing battle. You're already in a situation where you will not win, period. Okay? Now, we all know the story. We all know about Adam and Eve. We all know that Eve found a way to have Adam bite the apple. You know what? Nowhere in that story is a weapon involved. He made a choice. And that still is what is going on today. Okay? It's still somebody else giving you an option to do something and you making a choice to do it or not do it. Accountability is key. Be accountable for your choices. Then you can truly understand how you move and how to make better choices. Choosing to continue to look at someone else as they didn't make me feel like, or well, they made me do. Focus more on the choices that you make and being accountable for them. Okay. Now, my granddad, I remember I was about 12 years old. I used to sit on the front and talk with him a lot. Okay. When I was young, many older people, name them. I mean, anybody, a friend, auntie, uncle, whoever. Okay. So I remember he said clearly, he said, God made the world and rested. God made man, then he rested. God made women, things haven't rested since. I always thought that was kind of funny. Now, the thing about that is still, even with that, it's the same thing with Adam and Eve. Just as he was saying, we make the choice. So whatever else you're being influenced by somebody else, it's your choice to do or not do something, period. So if you're looking for, as I said, if you're a man and you're looking for your lady to make you feel like a man, just prepare for a lot of heartache, because that's what's going to happen, period. Okay? You have to be secure in who you are no matter what, no matter where you are, period, point blank. That's in every situation. Okay? Now, let's focus on competition in relationships. Okay? Now, listen, there has been a lot that has went on in different communities in America. Okay, set certain things in play to have a lot of single mothers, I should say. So, in a lot of ways, hey, in my opinion, they had no choice but to step up. Okay, and I just want to say this right here. Just because I'm saying this does not mean that I do not respect women or anything else. Okay, I grew up, yes, I had uncles and grandfathers and everything else, but my father was not there. My stepfather came into my life when I was 7 years old. I remember from the time I was born until the time I was 7 when he came into my life, which he is still here today. All I had closely was my mother. All I had right in my face was a woman to look up to and respect. Okay? So most men that come from single parent households that they only had their mother, a lot of us respect women to the utmost. Yes, we may curse sometimes. Yes, we may even say something negative to you. But at the same time, that is naturally instilled in us for us to have a certain level of respect for women, period. Okay? Especially if we're with you. Okay? So, competition in relationships. Ladies, why does it seem like some of you like to compete with men in your relationships? Look, I understand there were certain generations that had to do it all on their own, but every one of y'all isn't going through that. Okay, so why is it that it seems as if just some, not all, feel they have to compete with their man in their relationship? I'll give you some examples. So I remember I was in a relationship with somebody one time. And let's just say I was a firefighter and they were a budget analyst. Okay. And I remember I would get off work, come to, go to her house. This was, early on, I should say. Earlier on, I should say. And I remember I would go to her house in the morning and we'd be cooking breakfast. And all of a sudden, it would be a conversation about whose job was more important. And she would be, talking about everything that she did and, all the places she had worked. And I'd be sitting there checking the fish in the oven to make sure the food is, cooking just fine. Who cares about whose job is more important? Why are we even talking about something like that? So my thing, I used to always say, I used to be like, you know what? Well, I'm a firefighter. I save lives. You're a budget analyst, small business, big business. They don't run right if you don't crunch the numbers right. Ready to cook the eggs? Like, because competition like that only drives a wedge in your relationship when you're always comparing what you do to what your spouse does. Now, let's talk about other forms of competition. That's good. Iron sharpens iron. Okay? Iron sharpens iron for those that ain't from St. Louis. So, with my take on that, yes, friendly competition in a relationship, that's great. Okay? Yes, we can compete in intimacy and who can be more romantic. Yes, we can compete to see who learns the most foreign language words in a week. Yes, we can compete in to see who can cook a certain recipe the best. Yes, we can compete on who can run the fastest at a certain time. Yes, that's only going to make us better people. But when you're competing against one another about whose job is better, that only drives a wedge. That's not going to get either one of you anywhere. Okay? Let's roll with another example. Because something like that, as I just said, a person competing with you over whose job is better, that's going to turn into something major later. That's just a small glimpse of how they view themselves, you, and your relationship. Period. Let's roll with another example. You see, what that turned into later was, I remember we were standing in my house, right? My apartment, okay? And she was saying, if she gets her place before I do, the relationship is over. I'm like, wait a minute. You have a key to my apartment. Technically, I already won. But even more deeper than that, why is it even a competition like that in your relationship? When you come together and you're supposed to be coming together as one, you should be working together, not competing against one another to see who can get something first when it comes to material things. Not competing against one another to see whose job is better. Well, who makes more? Well, I make more than you do. You see, the hierarchy is God, man, woman. Now, real women and real men understand that. And we all know how to play our role in that. Humanity cannot go on without both of us working together. Okay? Yes, yes, yes. Men can adopt. Women can adopt. Women can go to sperm banks. But should we really be raising children by ourselves? You see, I'm a single father. Right now, my 14-year-old son and my 10-year-old daughter live with me. My 11-year-old daughter lives back in St. Louis. Now, the thing about that is, yes, I'm a Cancer. I'm very nurturing. But I can only be as nurturing as I can be as a man. There are certain levels of being a nurturer that I will never understand or even be able to reach because I'm not a woman. It is just my opinion. God put us both here to serve different purposes. Men, this is the next topic. We are the main providers. We are the main protectors. Women, you are the main nurturers of this world. Without you being able to give the best gift that God has given any of us, without him being able to use you to give his best gift to the world, which is children, where would we be? Would I be here? Would you be here? It's not about who can do something better when it comes to negative competition. It shouldn't be about completely trying to be equal, because we are not equal. Okay? At the end of the day, if everything we have goes away and it's just us, the world cannot go on if you're not able or don't want to be used by God to bless this world with more children. And at the end of the day, all men that know that we're the true providers and protectors. And if stuff hits the fan, we need to be ready to toe the line no matter what. Period, point blank. Now let's go into women with degrees. Because a lot of times that causes competition in a relationship. Negative competition that will drive a wedge between you. Real men, we care about you and your degrees, yes, only to a certain extent. Real men do not look at it as, oh, yes, she has all these degrees, oh, that means that she can, do this for the house and she can bring more to this and I can do this now because she can make this kind of money. No, real men look at women as degrees like this right here. That is great that she has her own drive, her own willpower to set a goal for herself and be able to go and accomplish that goal. We definitely appreciate that in you all day long. We love that about you. Because that lets us know that if we do choose to enter into a long-term relationship with you, your drive and your hustle will match ours as well. And we definitely can grow together. But that is real men. Because at the end of the day, as I said, we understand that we're put here to be the main protectors and providers. So if all else fails, we need to be ready to do that no matter what. So I wanted to end this video off by saying, yes, it is Memorial Day weekend. To all of those who are missing someone from your table, my heart goes out to you. And to everybody that is enjoying this weekend with their family, just know that there are a lot of tables that are missing somebody. Appreciate your time with your family and enjoy yourself. And always remember, nobody can stop you but you. Have a great day.